Dear students, a very good morning to all of you. Now we move on to the second part of the lesson, a lesson for Nakul, our fifth prose, written by Neela Subramanian. I hope you have understood the previous class. This lesson is all about setting a goal and to have a positive attitude in our life, and to have a keen interest in learning, a helping mentality. So there are various qualities which are which could be seen in this lesson. Hope you remember what we have seen in the previous class. So we have been discussing about the fifth class students and what they were doing in the beginning. So they were writing the which exam. So you find out the answer, and they were writing an exam, and somebody made a mistake, and he was really sad about it. And what kind of boy was Nakul, and what kind of boy was Akash? Hope you have got the answers. Now we move on to the 10th paragraph. So now Nakul along with Akash, they are going to meet the math teacher, because there was a problem which our Nakul was facing. He forgot to write something on the answer paper. So you remember what they have he has missed. So now in order to rectify that, both of them are going to meet the master, meet the teacher. So now they are it is night, it is in the night that they are going to meet the teacher, because it is a resident school and it is from the hostel that they might be staying in the same hostel. So the master is staying above, and the students Akash, Nakul and other friends, they are sleeping in the downstairs. So now they have reached to the room. When the room was silent that night, Akash woke up suddenly. He looked at the next bed and saw that Nakul was awake. "What's the matter?" Akash whispered. So there is something that was struggling, that was making Nakul sad. "I have made a terrible mistake," said Nakul. Nakul said, "I have made a mistake." "What's the mistake?" Akash asked. "I'm sure I have forgotten something. I think I have either written my name or my roll number on the maths answer script." Nakul mumbled dejectedly. So he is doubting whether he has written name or a number. "Oh, that's all. I thought something awful happened." So he thought something awful means something very dangerous happened in his life. No, nothing happened, nothing very dangerous, but only just a doubt regarding whether he has written the number or the name on the answer script. So it is about 9:30. Sir is sure to be awake. So they are planning to go up and meet him. Now 16th paragraph. "You are coming too. Thanks." So you are coming. Thank you. Nakul looked relieved as the two boys crept out of the room and walked to the master's study. So both of them went to the master's study room. Mr. Varghese, 17th paragraph. Mr. Varghese was startled to see them and listened to Nakul's stammered explanation. So now Mr. Varghese is the math teacher, and he got startled, shocked. Why these boys come to my room at 9:30 in the night, when they are supposed to be in their room and supposed to be sleeping? Now why they are coming to my room? So our Mr. Varghese got shocked, the master. He unlocked a drawer and went through the answer scripts. So now Nakul told, stammered explanation means, stammering means when you see a teacher, you will find it very difficult to explain what is your problem, because you are a little nervous, you are a little frightened. So the words may not come fluently, isn't it? That is called stammering. Okay. So now 18th paragraph. So now Mr. Varghese just went through the answer script. 18th paragraph. You have written your name and roll number, Nakul. Nakul, you have not forgotten to write down the roll number and your name. Both your roll number and name is there. Don't worry. You panicked unnecessarily. So you panicked means you feared, you tensed unnecessarily, without any reason. You have tensed because you have already written. Why should you panic? Why should be worried? He watched them leave his room. So now both of them went out of his room. 19th paragraph. Soon the exams were behind them, and the next event the boys looked forward was the school's annual day. So now the annual day celebration is going to be commenced shortly. So now they are getting themselves ready for the annual day. As Nakul was tall and well built for his age, the master chose him to play an important role in a drama. So the teacher chose Nakul for an important role in the drama to be played on the annual day celebration. So now Nakul got an important part in the drama. Why he was selected? Because he was tall and stout. 20th. Help! I will go to learn so many lines. Nakul groaned. So Nakul said again dejectedly, see, I have lot of things to by heart, and it finds it is very difficult for me to by heart. Now 21st. I will help you to practice till your word perfect. Akash grinned. So grinning means smile boldly. So with a smile, Akash told, no, don't worry, I will help you. I am your good friend, and I will help you to learn the difficult dialogues. 22nd. Nakul was glad for his generous offer, and with Akash constant rehearsals soon learned his lines. So now Akash began to give him rehearsals after rehearsal. So you practice. So because of the beautiful rehearsals, our Nakul learned the drama and the dialogues very nicely, and he rendered it beautifully. 23rd. I hope I won't forget the words. Nakul looked tense before the curtains went up. So now the drama is going to begin. So I hope I won't forget the words. So Nakul told to Akash that I hope that I won't forget any lines. I don't make any mistake because you have given me a good rehearsals. 24th. Don't worry, the words will come to you easily. Akash encouraged. So now an encouraging boy. How beautiful. So very nice, no? When some of your friends are with you in the difficult times, and you will be extremely glad that your friend is with you, isn't it? And that encouragement matters a lot. See, before going for the exams, when your close friend tells you, don't worry, I am with you, write the exam very nicely, and that will give you an added enthusiasm, isn't it? So we must encourage our friends. So Akash told, don't worry, the words will come to you. You don't think that you will forget and all. Don't think negatively, be positive. To his surprise, Nakul found that he actually enjoyed his role. So Nakul rendered the dialogues beautifully, and the drama came out very well, and the role played by Nakul with the practice of our Akash. So the drama was excellent. Thanks, Akash, you are a real gem, he said warmly. So now Nakul is extremely glad, extremely happy, and he hugged our Akash and told, you are a real gentleman, you are a good person, and thank you so much. So he said warmly, gladly he told this. 27th. I am glad I could help you, Akash told. I am extremely happy I could help you, Akash replied. The next day, the students were taken to a picnic spot. So next day, immediately after the annual day celebrations, the students getting up, they are getting ready for a picnic, school outing. So now something happened during the school picnic, and we will see that in the coming paragraphs. Now 28th line. It's sure to rain, Nakul grumbled gloomily. So Nakul is a person who always thinks the negative side of realities. So he's saying that it's sure to rain. The picnic is going to be a great failure, utter failure. He grumbled and dejectedly said it. No, gloomily, sadly he told it's sure to rain, and the picnic is going. It is not going to be a fine day. No, it won't. The sun will come out soon and the day will be fine. So now Akash, again a positive man, an optimistic person, he told, no, it won't rain. The sun will come out soon. The sun will come, and there will be it is going to be a bright day. Akash declared and looked at Nakul. So Akash told to Nakul that the day is going to be fine. Why do you always look at the dark side of things? So now you must have understood that. Hey, Nakul, why you always say about the dark, the negative side of realities, negative side of things? It's very, very bad to think that way. He said, don't be a wet blanket at the time. So don't be a wet blanket. What do you mean by wet blanket? A person who always looking to be very sad and telling negative things. Don't be a wet blanket. A person who is not optimistic, very much pessimistic. Such kind of people are being called a wet blanket. Don't be a wet blanket. Don't be always sad, gloomy, dejected, grumbling. Don't be like that. Be positive, be optimistic, be a positive person. Now 30th paragraph. Nakul felt annoyed and walked away to join the other boys. Now since Akash scolded him, since Akash corrected him, we also know when somebody corrects us, we will automatically skip from that person. No, I don't like you. I am going to join the other friends who support me. He refused to admit that Akash's judgment was correct. So he did not accept what Akash told. So again he is a wet blanket. He is proving that he is a wet blanket. As usual. So as usual, every time he does so. Okay, when Akash is very positive and Nakul is always negative. So as usual he did the same for this time also. The day did turn out to be fine. So the day was very fine. The day was bright. There was no bit of rain. In spite of this, Nakul found himself unable to enjoy the outing. So a person who is negative and pessimistic and a wet blanket can never enjoy the friendship, never enjoy the nature, never enjoy anything in the life. So if you are not positive, if you are not optimistic, you are going to be gloomy in your life. Was it because of his tiff with Akash that he found himself unable to enjoy the outing? Was it because of that? Was it because of his tiff, means that is a little bit of negative feeling with Akash that found himself unable to enjoy? Was it because of that? Thought Nakul, who was hidden behind some rocks as he overheard his masters talking. So now our Nakul, he has another negative character to overhear what others say. So now he is hiding himself behind the rocks and he is listening to what his teachers are speaking. He is overhearing. So behind the rocks he hid himself and listened to what the teachers were saying during the picnic. Now the teachers are saying so. What the teachers were talking about? 31st. I admire the plucky little fellow Akash. He is so cheerful despite his lame leg, said Mr. Varghese. So now Mr. Varghese is saying something and Nakul overheard it from behind the rocks. What were they talking? What were the teachers talking? Now the Varghese, Mr. Varghese, the maths teacher, was saying that I admire the plucky little fellow. I admire that little fellow who must be that interesting fellow. And a little fellow Akash. The Akash is that. I like him very much. I admire him. He's a really a great person. He's so cheerful. He's very cheerful. He's very happy despite his lame leg. So he has some problem with his leg. He has got some difficulty in walking. So despite of all his difficulties, he is very optimistic. He is very happy. He is very cheerful. Okay, said Mr. Verghese. You are right. I have been watching him and really marvel at how courageously he faces things. Agreed, the games master. Do you know, he is always ready to help others. So now, with the command of Mr. Verghese, our games master, our drill master also joined with him, and the drill master also agreed with Mr. Verghese and told, I marvel at how courageously he faces things. So how bold he is. I'm extremely happy the way our Akash help others, his helpful mentality. So he is courageous, he is helpful, and he is a cheerful person. So, and he is very optimistic. See, lot of good qualities for this little little boy. And the teachers really admire. And this was overheard by Nakul by sitting behind hiding himself behind the rocks. So we'll see the rest of the story in the coming class. Okay, have a nice day, and try to be always positive. Never be a wet blanket. So read this lesson once again and be cheerful in your life. Try to help others and encourage others. And be an optimistic person. See, always look to the good things that God has given us in our life. We have a tendency to look to the negativities of our life and be always sad. No, there are a lot of things to be joyful about. Our friendship, our life, our parents, our school, our facilities. All these things are being provided to us by thousands of people. So we must be grateful to God and to others in our life. Okay, thank you once again.